All right. Hello, and welcome to the Nightmare Fuel podcast. I am Reese, and as always, being joined by Hagbard Celine.
Hello.
And we have a couple of guests here with us, some people returning to the show, the Non-Believer and Logic Tree. Welcome, guys.
What's up, everybody?
I gave head to get here.
It wasn't even very good.
It only guaranteed you 1 hour, by the way, after that point.
Did you swallow, though?
That's why he only got 1 hour.
Oh, so you must have... Oh, damn.
It's like spitting out the
I need
champagne.
more protein in my diet.
It's like it's like spitting out the champagne after a toast, dude. You gotta swallow. Come on.
Right.
Ah.
Oh my god. We've already degenerated. That's amazing. It took, 30 seconds? That's us.
That's where we just start.
Of course. Let's watch some videos. It's kind of what we do here.
Yeah.
Let's watch Bill Clinton and Black Lives Matter.
Oh, did you guys see Ray Lewis's new Black Lives Matter rant?
Shit.
No.
Oh my god. Is he on that now?
No. He's saying, why are black people killing black people?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's really
I thought
good.
he was
It's really good.
sensible, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's get
But no, this is Bill Clinton. Well, at the Hillary rally, Black Lives Matter decided to be cunts, and Bill Clinton wasn't having any. Bill Clinton still has style, you know. It hasn't faded away.
Yeah, he got elected for a reason. Let's be frank.
I don't know. I think his wife's campaign has been putting a knife to both his testicles and his charisma.
Think so?
Just a bit, because you hear him complain that anyone who doesn't vote for his wife is sexist, and a lot of other things.
There is that.
Oh, my God. He said that?
Well,
I missed that.
The approximation of it.
Kind of said it. Yeah, right.
Well, you know, that's
Insinuated.
that's funny, because when I went to the Wyoming primary today, and of course when they give the speech for Hillary, all it is we need our first woman president.
It's true.
That's all it is. That is literally what they're running on. It's fucking pathetic.
Yeah, and I want to clarify, if you're a Hillary supporter, I'm not dissing you. I'm just saying you got to give me a better reason than first woman president. And there are some credible arguments.
I said I'll vote for her if she gets the nomination. There are better arguments to make for voting for her, not just that she's a woman.
Yeah, and at least you could do is have an actual political reason and not just use identity politics as a bludgeon.
It was so shocking to see that.
I'm sure you will vote for her if Bernie doesn't get it right.
Yeah, he won Wyoming, which doesn't mean much, but
No.
you know.
I'm not a Trump supporter. I just play one on TV.
Yeah, basically.
Sure, it's fun.
Yeah,
Hey,
well, the issue
All
is
these
I just get to
regressive
watch.
have pushed me that direction.
Hey, look. Look.
It really makes me sad.
Yeah, to have to support some of the people I end up supporting.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm like, I can't believe that I am agreeing with this fucking lunatic right here. But I don't know, man. He talks about some of the most important things to me, where the other people don't talk about that shit.
Well, we've kind of touched on this before. Part of his popularity is he addresses these problems that other people won't. I commend that. I just disagree with his solutions to these problems. It's great that he's bringing them to the forefront, but, you know, at the same time, I think there could be a better way to go about it.
Yeah, the only thing I'd say that's credible about Trump is he's changing the political game of how to get popular. And a lot of other politicians, especially younger politicians, are going to see this, and it's going to change a lot of how we have our debates. And perhaps in the future we'll see more honest candidates. But I don't want to delay the Clinton Black Lives Matter.
Sure,
Yeah,
let's watch this.
All
It's
right.
a good video.
See these other signs? This is what's the matter. I don't know how you would characterize the gang leaders who got 13-year-old kids hopped up on crack and sent them out onto the street to murder other African-American children. Maybe you thought
They were heroes. Heroes of the black community.
Jeez.
Oh, God, this reminds me of like this a really great political cartoon. I think it was by Ben Garrison, where it shows a looter with a flat screen TV looking at a young black kid, and he's like, "I did this for your future. You're welcome."
Yeah. Yeah, it's the pictures. You see, like, oh yeah, you see the pictures. One of these people were called looters. One of these people were stealing supplies. Yeah, one of them's carrying a flat screen TV. One of them's carrying toilet paper. There's a difference.
These are much needed supplies, a flat screen.
I wouldn't mind if they were stealing toilet paper. I'm like, okay, I sympathize with your cause.
Everybody got a wipe ass, man.
Right.
Citizens, she didn't. She didn't. You are defending the people who kill the lives you say matter. Tell the truth. You are defending the people who caused young people to go out and take guns. There was a 13-year-old.
Poor bastard. He's gotten to the age where he's got dentures now, and you can hear it. Fuck.
His voice is kind of going too.
Yeah.
I will say that for whatever reason, he made the smart transition body-wise to skinny old man from fat young man. Like, he made that smart transition. He's not going to need knee replacements.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He sounds like he's preaching at a black church right now.
Well, that's
he's got that southern drawl, and he's just
that's why he was called our first black president.
right.
Unfortunately, he was actually flamed for this, of course, by a lot of people in the media, and I believe had to give some sort of apology, like in quotes.
God, you see, that's what really does anger me when people come so close. Because I'm not bothered by the usual regressive stuff. I see it as a natural depressant, but of our society. But when people comes just to the edge of standing up to the regressives and then apologize, and it deletes their entire argument and puts them out of any kind of spectrum of respect for people against regressives and for credibility for regressives to actually listen to. So it breaks them.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, and it then renders, they're just waiting for the next person that stands up to fold.
Hey, are we live?
Yes. Yes, friend, we are live.
We are doing Logic Tree. We are on a fucking show right now, buddy.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Hey, I'm gonna mute myself. I have to relocate. There's no way I can sit on the porch.
Sounds
Yeah,
good, man.
not a problem, man.
Logic Tree, did you say something that shouldn't have been said? Did you drop some info?
What do you mean?
Did you spill the beans on your criminal past?
Well, he does that regularly.
I know you did, buddy. I know you
in
did.
Washington, D.C., who was planting her own photos. How would you do it? Now, look at this other one. Look at this. That's not true. Now, let's talk about the other thing. They say the welfare reform
That's
bill-
not true.
Yeah, he just sing-songed it.
That's good.
That's not true.
Yeah, honestly, what I desperately want. I mean, God, he's the black father that all the Black Lives Matter supporters need. He really is. That's what I was waiting for. Because every time there's a Black Lives Matter protest breaking out, I just think I really want to see a black man in a suit saying, "No, Tarnell Jr., you come here right now." Smack him across the back of the head. Say, "Get inside, do your chores, and do your homework."
Jesus.
That would be a sight to see. Yeah, I was hoping that the message would be received better coming from the Clintons. You know, like these are relatively left-leaning people, established Democrats, but it seems that even that the criticism's being treated the same as if it was coming from the right, I feel like, and it's sad to see.
Yeah, well, it's not good when
really,
he's being...
what you have to understand with Black Lives Matter at this point is that I've come to, in my head, mentally associate the extremists on the alt-right, and that there's a whole category of extremists on the alt-right, and then there's a whole category of extremists on the progressive/regressive left. And this is what it is. Once a movement, I think, becomes extremist, it exists kind of like a disease. It will do whatever it can to survive.
Sure. I think we're about to see part of what I would call a teeter-totter effect. We're seeing, because I think Black Lives Matter has made its presence pretty known, and the next social phenomena, I think, is going to be white nationalism. I really do think that we're going to see a massive shift.
Well,
If,
that's fine. My natural instinct is to make fun of the right, and it'll be fun to do that again.
yeah, but the thing is, I think that we need to be gearing up for that again, because I don't want to see it to go to another extreme. I do want to see things mellow out. But, you know, who knows? Who can predict these things?
Yeah, for real.
Increase poverty.
Glenn Beck.
Then why do we have
Back.
the largest drop in African American poverty in history?
Okay.
Glenn Beck's, every prediction he's ever made came true. I'm just going to point that out right now.
I
This
know,
is
it's
true.
really fucking weird.
Oh my god. By the way, is non-believer back?
I don't believe so.
Non-believer. I really wanted to be here for this one.
Yeah, me too.
Non-believer. He had to relocate. He's moving currently. He's packing up all his shit.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, you didn't.
Is he moving internationally?
Yes. So you're in a new country now.
I moved to my garage.
Oh, there you go.
No. I mean non-believer.
Yeah, I thought I could be outside, and then it started getting dark and fucking.
No, not non-believer. Sorry. Sorry. No, I meant the. Oh God. I'm sorry. We're watching a video from Merciful Servant, and I got your names confused.
Oh no, this is the Young Turks. But
Oh,
it's
okay.
funny that you get them confused.
It's even
I know, I'm
funnier
sorry.
you got those confused, let's be honest. The fact that you thought this was the Merciful Servant is fucking hilarious.
That is a sign, isn't it?
That is fucking great.
Okay, this is a video from the Young Turks where they're going to talk about atheist bloggers being killed in the Middle East. But in the title, it didn't say Muslims. It said fundamentalists. Yay!
Because that's the whole problem.
Yeah, you know, really, it's the fundamentalists that I'm concerned about.
Only if the fundamentals are concerning.
Yeah, if it traces back to the shitty fundamentals, maybe the fundamentalists might be concerning.
I just did a video on this yesterday, man. Come on.
I really don't.
I actually saw that.
I really don't mind Hindus, but those darn fundamentalists and their caste system.
So terrible.
At least Hindus,
Those-
you have to be born into it. You can't convert.
That is a nice deterrent.
Yeah. By the way, if you have to be born into it, how do they judge people who aren't Hindus on the caste system scale?
They're simply not included.
Lower than low.
You're just fucked.
Yeah.
Just fucked.
Yeah, you're simply not included. You're the equivalent
That's-
of, but without the hatred towards, but you're the equivalent of like a kuffar. You're just a non-believer. You don't know what's going on. You're not involved in this whole reincarnation business. You got nothing to do with this.
I am ignorant of my tantric messiah.
Oh, God. All right.
He's Buddhist, though. He's not Hindu.
Ooh, good burn
He-
cut.
Burn! Yeah.
Neat. Look at Cenk's face.
Cenk Uygurs.
Look at that. Let's pause for a
Funtown
moment.
barbecue sauce.
He's already making a goofy face. What the fuck, dude?
Why start on goofy face, Cenk?
I love ad hom pausing jink.
It's too easy, but it's fun.
Cenk Uygur.
His
Yeah.
Cenk
lips-
Uygur says to logic, "Do you bleed? You will."
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Try
Just
that.
in an armored Batman armor, but it's with a crescent star in the chest.
I don't think it'd fit over him.
Yeah, he's an endomorphic gentleman. He is a
That's the kindest way to say that.
He's plus size.
Turkish Santa. But instead of giving things, he takes away your sanity.
Hey, he used to be a Republican, didn't he? I think.
I think he
He
used
used
to
to
have
be.
some right-leaning things.
That wouldn't shock
Yeah, a
me.
lot of these guys, like the most extremist progressives, used to be conservatives, and they fell in with like a bad crowd in the conservative movement, and then they basically like, no, I must atone for my sins. Whip self-flagellation. I believe Hagbard used to make the analogy that they're like the white albino from. Not the white albino, the albino from the Da Vinci Code.
Yeah, they all remind me of that.
I'm so sorry for being white, guys.
And the same can be said for a lot of the alt-righters. Used to be liberals, fall in with the wrong crowd, feel like they need to self-flagellate and move to the right. It's the same crap.
Yeah, it really is.
Let's watch his brilliant thoughts.
Now, some in Bangladesh are fundamentalist Muslim. Not all, but
Not
unfortunately,
all.
the ones that are fundamentalists
Oh
are the
my
ones
God.
that are
Not all.
Not all.
Hashtag
Remember that. Not all.
Fuck you.
Just
You
immediately.
start off with not all.
Yeah. Begin the conversation with not all. That's always a good start.
Okay, next time you cover a video about Christians, I want to hear the same thing. You know, there's some Christian guy in the South. He was pretty racist. Not all. You're not going to hear that video on the Young Turks.
Well, there was some Christian guy in the South. He's pretty racist, but we shouldn't blame Christian. We need to blame white people. Like, that's what I'm more likely to hear. And remember, it's really fucked up because as much as I want to get angry at Bill O'Reilly all the time for saying, like, black, he always follows up with black culture. And when Cenk Uygur says white culture, I don't really mind, but he always ends up transitioning over the course of the video to white people.
I would say I would mind both because white people cover a variety of cultures. It's just ignorant.
I know,
White people come from Italy. White people come from France, England.
Well, Logic Tree knows the Italians aren't really white.
Well, it's weird. I'm a Sicilian. We were we basically like Nubians came
You're
over
for
here,
sure
and we
not
were like,
white.
"Hey, you down to fuck? Yeah, down to fuck."
Yeah.
And then when we fucked, and then we created the Italians.
Yeah, there's a line in Italy of where they consider white people stop being. And
Really?
Sicily definitely is not white people. I mean, that's if you're talking to a white supremacist, they'd laugh in your face like, no, dude, that's not us. Sorry. No Italians,
Not
thank you.
You in.
It's okay. I'm half English, so I qualify for Whitelandia.
No. It's just too bad for you, Logic Tree. No white
Trump and
nationalists.
Reich will welcome me one day.
No, the white nationalists will shut the door in your face, and I know
I'll marry a
that's...
Swedish woman, and they will have blonde hair and blue eyes, and I will further the master race.
Jesus
Christ.
Someone's going to sample
We like
this.
to roleplay on the show.
That sounds terrible. Yeah, we can keep going.
force prone to violence. And boy, do we have a horrific case of that today. It involves Mohammed
And every day.
Uddin, who was a wonderful guy. He was brave enough to be an atheist in Bangladesh and, didn't have a problem with the overwhelming majority of the people there, but the fundamentalists certainly had a problem with him. He wrote...
Oh.
No, I'm sure the majority of people there who believe that atheists are Satan really didn't have a problem with him.
There was that interview that was being circled around from Turkey. This supposedly moderate,
Oh, is it the
civilized
one that says Mein Kampf is the highest bought book?
No, they were asking just people on the street about what they thought about atheists, and they were like, "Damn them to hell! They're worthless. They don't believe." And this looks like a modern society with people just walking around, and they actually believe this. So, and we're not talking about Turkey. We're talking about a place that's even more primitive. I can't even imagine the sentiments towards atheists there.
Yeah, it's not good.
Look, I looked up the stats for this, and there was a Pew poll. 1/3 of Bangladeshis believe that apostates should be killed.
That's not
1/3.
alarming. That's cool.
And he acts like it's just fundamentalists.
Well,
no,
it is.
It's fucking
One third
Islam.
of them.
That's the problem. Like,
Yeah, 1/3 of
why-
them are fundamentalists. That's the problem.
I'm amazed they
Yeah.
put the word Islamic on the screen.
Me too.
To be honest, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, we can keep going.
They got called too often on not including it, I think.
But they continue to make videos like this.
Oh yeah, they've got to apologize for it. They've got to act like they're in the moral and intellectual high ground. So now that they've been called on it, they have to use it, but still deny it. It's great. It's fun to watch.
It feels like we've almost caught him in this still image in perfect derp face, but we need the eyes just opened a little more, and we have a new coming meme.
It looks like he's had a lobotomy done to him.
Yeah, he looks like the chief from One Flew Over the Cuckoo Bird's Nest.
Oh, he does.
about his
Oh,
views
wow.
on religion, and he was brave enough to simply say, quote, "I have no religion." So I don't know that I'd have been brave enough to be able to do that in Bangladesh. I hope I would have, but I'm not sure, right?
We all know you wouldn't have, Cenk.
Well, Cenk wouldn't have. I keep calling him Cenk. Cenk Cenk. Cenk wouldn't have, but for a different reason. You're probably Muslim. You just like bacon.
The thing
a lot.
is, he doesn't even have the bravery to say he's an atheist in the States. He claims he's an agnostic.
Agnostic, right?
That's
yes.
the funny thing about this video. He goes on to claim that, like, I'm part of this skeptic community. Like, I'm there with you guys. You know, religion is false. It's like, you have never said anything of the sort. All you have said is this pussy stance that, I don't know. You know?
It's kind of like...
There could be, there might be, there might not be, I don't know.
It's kind of like Obama's no position on gay marriage before gay marriage was legalized, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you have 2004 when it was, the right wingers were flooding the media with Christian propaganda. So you have him saying it's a sacred institution, but not specifying what he really meant. And then, of course, after gay marriage was passed through the Supreme Court, it's, oh, well, this is a great day for love. But again, not supposed to,
Yeah. So, such a brave stance to take.
Yeah.
What do 51% of you think I should do?
It's easier to do it here in the comforts of a studio in the United States. Well, unfortunately, something tragic happened next. So New York Times explains, witnesses said a group of clean-shaven
I'm sorry,
men-
wait, can you pause it here? Oh, damn it. It landed on a frame of the quote. I need to go back to that right before. Rewind.
Yeah,
The
Witnesses...
rewind, Hag.
Okay, here. I can see... No!
Yeah, we're on the
I can see his man tits. I can see his man tits. They are perky and delightful. I can see them through his jacket. Okay, that's all.
It's ironic because the T's on his TYT shirt.
It's true!
Right on
Look
them
at that
titties.
butt chin.
Yeah.
That's what I...
God, I'm
It's
just
got a
imagining
crack.
the Young Turks version of Hooters and Cenk Uygur in the mini. Oh, God.
Oh, my nightmare fuel. Hey, it's the name of the show.
Witnesses said a group of
band.
clean-shaven men...
Clean shaven. So, fundamentalist.
Yeah, that really sounds like fundamentalist.
Yeah, right.
surrounded Mohammed Nazimuddin, a law student, as he walked down the street around 8:30 p.m. on Wednesday and slashed
And
his
weirdly
head.
enough, one of them was ginger. Sorry.
Soulless.
Then shot him when he fell to the ground. The assault was eerily similar to a series of attacks on bloggers carried out last year, often in crowded public places. The leader of Al-Qaeda's branch in the Indian subcontinent released a video taking responsibility for 2 of the killings, calling the victims blasphemers. In October came fatal attacks on 2 men who had published the work of atheist writers.
So they weren't even atheist writers. They were just a publishing company? Fuck.
There's a
Forwarded somebody's work and they got killed.
Yeah, fuck.
There's a really odd conflation going on where they're talking about the other attacks on atheist bloggers. This particular attack, though, it wasn't a terrorist group. It was more just a mob of people. And I feel like that's more, even though this is from the New York Times, it feels like a cherry-picked version of this story to make it seem like, oh, it is just more fundamentalism. It's not just the everyday Muslim who holds these feelings.
Yeah, they present the story and then present a bunch of other facts as though they were related to the story, when fundamentally they're not.
Yeah,
And you know what? To clarify, we're not calling people who are Muslim bad people. There's a really good quote. I believe it's from George Carlin when he says, to get good people to do bad things, that requires religion.
Absolutely. I agree. Yeah, we can keep going.
So,
all right.
These are some of the bravest souls on earth, and atheist bloggers in Bangladesh and other places, knowing that some of their neighbors will understand and be accepting, but some will not, and the ones who will not are dangerous, and they are often violent.
And they're often Muslim.
I have beer with them on Tuesday nights.
And bacon.
Bacon. All the bacon.
He's had a lot of bacon. I have a sinking suspicion.
He has. I think one of the most famous videos I've ever seen from him involves him before he really had his own network, just eating a bacon cheeseburger in like 2001 on camera.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That sounds about right.
Cenk Uygur, caught in Burger King.
No, it wasn't even like caught in Burger King. It was like a correspondent. They were making fun of like the right wing at the time. I think this is before he went super anti-white publicly. You know,
Publicly.
This was probably back when you guys could still stomach him, and it was just kind of a funny little bit where he was eating a bacon cheeseburger because there
like
was
a
all
Carl's Jr. commercial where hot chicks.
Oh God, more images. No, now he's in Daisy Dukes in my head.
Yeah, Cenk wearing a man thong, eating a bacon cheeseburger and getting mayonnaise on his mouth.
The Nightmare Fuel podcast.
Grease dripping down his fucking tits.
His fucking tit.
These big old brown tidbitties right here. You can see.
Did you want to jump a little ahead, Hagbard?
Glorious caramel nipples.
Yeah, the best part is coming up, man. When he
what do you think right about here?
Oh, this frame right here. This is full derp face.
Someone should screen cap that. I want to see some. I want to see some artwork on Twitter.
He looks like he's either sucking a nipple or being a monkey. One of the two.
Or both.
That's racist.
He looks like he's doing a bad Sylvester Stallone impression while on a laptop.
Sylvester Stallone, the hacking job here. We're gonna get into the system.
He was 26 years old. I believe that we will win that fight in the long run. The reason that
If I can
resort to machetes
change,
and
then
guns
you
is
can
because they can't.
change. And we cannot change.
Oh God, did he just start quoting Rocky?
Oh, that's another good face. Wow. Yep, that's a skill hack.
He's not. He just shouldn't be on camera. Let's just be honest. It has nothing. It's not my
That
skill.
face would have been better for the one that I made, which was the Reza Aslan "Worship My Ass Slave," because his lips are already puckered up.
That is definitely a wonderful picture.
Get right in the hole, buddy.
Fuck.
Win ideologically. They can't win a battle of ideas, and they know that. They're cowards. If they weren't scared, they'd just debate them. But they know they can't win a debate.
Yeah, just debate him.
Yeah, this is part of him trying to be like, hey, I'm with you, skeptic community. I'm totally on your side. I'm on the side of reason and science. I've been there all along.
Yeah, what this guy is
uneducated, illiterate. They're uneducated, illiterate, poor as fuck. All they know is their religion. You know, they don't give a shit about no fucking debate.
And this is him trying to claim that the reason they kill people in the name of their faith is because they're too scared to debate. He's not acknowledging that there are actually direct calls to violence.
I wonder what that would have looked like. Like what? That they surround him and he's like, "Hey, could we have a discussion about this? I would prefer you put down the machete for just a moment, and yes, put away that gun if you would, and let's have a debate on the actual topics. If I lose, I suppose."
What he's implying, even if they were to agree to it, you got to think of this like two boxers in a ring, and after the fight, the boxer who lost has ties to the Latin kings. What do you think is happening to the boxer who won as he walks out of the arena?
Yeah, there's no winning.
Yeah.
The ridiculous dogma and literal interpretation of these texts, in this case the Quran, well, it's filled with hypocrisy, it's filled with contradictions. It's impossible to win that debate. So they...
Wow, thank you so much for this wonderful insight. I had no clue. I had no clue that it was filled with hypocrisy and lies.
He looks like a Looney Tune in this one, but I'm not sure which Looney Tune.
Like, you don't get credit for stating the most obvious thing in the world. Like, no shit. You fucking joke.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
It's Scrappy Doo. He looks like Scrappy Doo. In this, he looks exactly like the face of Scrappy Doo. Sorry. Yeah, no,
he looks more like Scrappy Doo from the movie. The horror.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, where he takes control of a demon army.
That's his network.
That's the Young Turks. It's a demon army of rabbit-looking gremlin hybrids that want to possess 1990s teenagers, and for some reason Buffy the Vampire Slayer
I
plays
can face Cenk no
Daphne.
more.
It's genocidal fucking Turkish people.
Goodbye.
Well, that is where the Young Turks comes from, yeah.
I can imagine. I can imagine John, what's his face, like crouched over like Smeagol. He has a whole army of those guys. Jimmy Dore is an orc. Oh God, what should we do? I am thinking. You
have a crap ton of these saved up.
Yeah, we do have quite a bit. Let's do the I am a feminist. I meant to get to that. That one's funny. It's on the top.
Is this Lacey Green?
No.
Oh, but in this
Seems like
video
a lot
that
of
we're
girls.
playing, a couple seconds later, he says that they don't really believe what they say they believe.
Yeah, he did say that.
He's been shopping in Anita Sarkeesian magazine.
Yeah, it's just absurd, man.
Cenk's ridiculous.
Yeah, they kill people regularly over stuff they don't even believe.
Right. How could you even say that?
So that means they're just complete lunatics. There's just complete lunatics everywhere in this particular region of the world. I mean, now that's a whole different conversation you probably don't want to have.
It's honestly condescending. I think we should give people the benefit of the doubt when they claim to believe something. Most likely they do. Especially if they go out of their way to so fervently say, I believe this, I believe this. I can't think of us doing that with anyone, questioning whether or not someone actually believed the crazy shit they were saying.
I know, and probably the highest offender of this is all the left-wing, quote-unquote, analysts of ISIS who say, no, you don't understand, they're masterminds, they want us to destroy them.
Well, I think that goes back to something I've been talking about, that a lot of liberals don't know what it's like to be religious. Like, even if you are on the left and you are religious, I mean, these are Christians who are tolerant to LGBT. They have no idea what it's like to be religious, what it means to be truly fundamentalist about your beliefs. They have no concept.
They have no concept of what it's like to essentially be a tribal native who believes that skinning a snake will make it rain.
Right. Yes.
And fucking that snake will prevent earthquakes.
That's
How do you
true.
fuck a snake?
Well, what I'd be talking about is like after you skin it, you'd be having sex with the skinless muscle.
Is it like a
Oh, that's okay.
Pagans
So it's
were
like
weird, to
squishy.
be fair. I mean, pagans were
Turn it
very
into
weird.
a pocket pussy.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Why am I
hey,
imagining a Polly Pocket commercial?
hey, look, dolphins use fish after they rip their heads off. I mean, it happens.
Oh, that's what. Wow, that's pretty gross.
Worried about calling themselves feminists because they're worried that boys won't be attracted to them. The guy who's
won't.
not attracted to you because you're a feminist
Fuck
is never
that
going to eat
guy.
your pussy right. Anyway.
What'd she say?
What did you say? I didn't hear it.
Let's go
Play it again. Play it again.
Pussy. What?
Is never going to eat your pussy right.
Oh man.
Gonna eat your pussy.
Oh, that is a good
Well, that's
intro.
a matter of can he curl his tongue?
That is a good intro, friends. Wow.
That have to do with fucking oral sex.
He's never gonna eat your pussy.
I like the thought of her laying back and she's getting some oral sex done to her, and then during the middle of it, she's like, I get the feeling you're not a feminist. This really isn't that good.
I didn't think that this was an actual woman. I actually thought this was a trans person.
You're
I
mean.
hope she elaborates on that.
Wait,
Yeah,
no,
me
you're telling
too.
me this is an actual, this is a woman.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Ah,
I don't know. You'd have to do your own personal research here.
Logic tree. Caught in a lie.
I'm calling Willie.
Anyway,
calling
so
Willie.
it's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Life's too short to not get the pea snacked on the right way.
Okay. All right.
God, you can just tell this woman is so sex negative in her
Yeah.
average life.
Yeah, you can tell she's never even had a good lay. This is wow.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, she is talking about sex kind of like I don't know, someone who's been molested but is also a virgin.
Wow. That's
Oh
impressive.
man.
I love their little flower intros. These are always great with the peppy
You know-
music and their catchy title.
When it
So
comes-
does she want a dude that just kisses her ass and is pussy whipped?
Steve Sharps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, no.
she-
Ironically, she only thinks she wants that because as soon as she gets it, she'll be disgusted by that man. She will hate that man. It's a guarantee.
That's true.
It's
That
happened
man
every time.
exists. His name is Tim Schafer, and you do not want him.
John
Yeah,
McIntosh.
it happens all the time. It's a complete joke.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Oh. All right. You
Oh.
know what? Fuck you.
Yeah,
what's this?
let's skip that. Let's skip that.
Yeah,
Let's
there's-
get to her actually talking.
Which is that just going to be pop music with sexy noises?
Oh yeah.
She's gonna do like little sing-songy shit.
I'm a feminist. It's really important to say out loud. I think it's important as a woman to be a feminist, and
That's a religious
Why?
thing. Do these people know that's a religious thing?
I think it's also important to proclaim my devotion to Jesus Christ out loud to a group, preferably. Yeah.
We also
it
need to
totally
get
is.
together on a specific day and talk about how important this is. And remember, I think we should also donate money to organizations that organize these meetings. And also that there should be child daycare positions and people in specialized garb to show how important they are to that specific group and meeting.
You should get tax breaks and
Yeah, they should get
Oh,
Well, that's what they're gonna. That's the inevitable end result of this. They want. That's how you equalize pay. You just don't tax women, and then you're good, and then you're set.
oh,
the Church of Women. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, that horrible realization that I have on a daily basis that modern feminism is about turning men into a slave-like worker class and treating women like royal class.
Those sound like MGTOW nightmares.
Well,
hey, please somebody explain to me what that MGTOW shit is.
men go their own way. It's basically the mirrored image of radical feminism.
Well, no, separatist feminism.
They don't want to have serious relationships with women.
And actually, you
They'll
know
still
what?
fuck them.
Yeah,
So it's
you know what?
a
I'm being
manonist
unfair.
or a meninist?
No,
or
that's
whatever?
Meninist
not
is a
even.
parody.
Yeah, Meninist is just a joke.
So but men go their own way is actually a real thing.
Yes, it's a thing where
Yes.
basically you won't marry, you won't intermingle your finances with a woman. You'll never. You don't enter into traditional engagements. You find like one night stands if you feel the need to have sex. That's kind of why pickup artists end up coming out of the MGTOW scene.
Yeah, actually, to shamelessly plug myself, also, I have a 5-part interview. It's about 2 hours and 30 minutes long about MGTOW on my channel.
Do you talk that way during the whole interview?
I sincerely
Do I
hope not.
talk this way? I don't know.
We're here to discuss MGTOW, guys.
Are you for it or are you? Is your mindset like that?
See, I'm not for MGTOW. I would replace the M with a P. I'm for people going their own way. I'm a pro-individualist. I think that if these guys want to live their life that way and they can find women who consciously know the lifestyle that they live and are okay with accommodating that, then, more power to them. But it's not for me.
Sure. And I think it has a lot more sexist elements. Like, they always want to talk about MRAs, but really, the criticisms that they make towards MRAs, I think you could better apply to MGTOW.
Or it's just people that are insane and carry labels that make them inside of a group, which is the really scary part about having a label.
Absolutely.
It's true. I am a vampire.
I think it is equally as important to say that you're a feminist. All it means is that I think women should have equal rights to men. Doesn't mean I'm going to grow my armpit hair out, you know what I mean, into like braids and then just whip the dicks off. There's a dick.
Oh, okay.
Whip the dicks off.
I could. Part of me thinks maybe troll, but it could also be just shitty
No,
comedy.
she's just a feminist comedian.
Yeah, it's gotten so bad. I'm like begging it to be trolls.
God, the only good
Please.
one is Sarah Silverman, and even she's kind of worn out.
Yeah, she's come off the rails. She wants to
That's
be a
also
serious
a comment
actress.
on her vagina.
Ha.
Sorry.
She wants to be a serious actress now. She's got to stop with all that comedy shit.
That'd be interesting.
Oh, that's awful.
No, it doesn't mean I hate men. That's not what being a feminist means. It doesn't
You
mean
say
I'm a
that.
rhinoceros.
Usually followed up by a a statement that says you hate men. I mean, a lot of times when I hear feminists say that, it's always followed up by a contradictory statement. Kind of like when a Black Lives Matter article says, we don't hate white people, we just hate racist white people, and by the end of the article you figure out that their line of logic is that all white people are racist.
Right. It's
You're
inherent
miraculous.
in our pigmentation.
Well, I appreciate
In our
the.
sexy Neanderthal DNA.
Oh, it was sexy. It was sexy enough that the Homo sapiens wanted a little bit of that ass. There was a woman I did a recent video on. She wrote a book. It's basically, I believe, her Tumblr blog published, and it starts out
Oh my
with "all
God.
white people are racist." That's like the first line of the first paragraph.
Oh,
It's
I remember
phenomenal.
that. You were
Chapter
talking
one.
about that on Twitter.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. I have no idea how that exists.
By the way, before we keep going with this woman is claiming that she's not sexist, that feminism is not sexist. She started off the video pretty much just degrading all men to how well they eat pussy. So I have a hard time buying that.
There is
That's
that.
true. It's the pornography argument. The pornography argument is that women are objectified in pornography, but men are objectified more because they are literally just a stick of meat and nothing more.
Yes. I don't see a whole lot of men complaining about that.
She's using sexuality. That's why she started her video off with that, to get everybody's
Yep.
attention.
He knows.
And also, it's
She said pussy eating.
She's
it's
supposed
also
to
a way
be-
to sorry, yeah.
No, go ahead.
It's also a way to get out sexual tension because all of these feminists are so sex negative, and you see it, the actual sexual tension that they feel on a daily basis that any normal person feels, just come out in everything they do. Everything they do has something to do with what kind of relationship they want, what kind of sexual experiences they want, but will never have. And the reason they will never have it is usually half, at least, due to the fact that they are a radical feminist.
Yeah.
What's up with the Cleopatra haircut too?
I don't. That hasn't been hip since the '70s. I have no idea what
Yeah,
she's doing.
that's not very culturally appropriate.
Getting rid of that may help with the sex life.
At very least,
That's true.
At very least, that's
a
Asiatic.
Black Lives Matter security official should come up and grab her.
I can't wait till we have those just Black Lives Matter people with their little armbands wandering around. That'll be fun.
Oh, yeah, no, I think it's already happened. The Black Nazis shall rise.
Yeah.
Releasing everybody. Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Heil Sharpton.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Doesn't mean I'm gonna take my rhinoceros tusk and shiv you with it in rhinoceros
What the
jail.
fuck?
That's not what
Rhinoceros tusk.
Oh, wow.
I watched Power Rangers Jungle Fury. I don't know what's going on here.
Logic tree with the nerd references.
Yes. The White Ranger was a rhino.
Is she saying she masturbates with a rhinoceros tusk?
And that's the face that we see when she masturbates with the
no
rhino.
face.
They are an endangered species.
That's really
You're
fucked up.
appropriating their culture when you
killed
do that.
you killed an animal just to masturbate. You're a monster.
From Africa.
Oh,
Might
even
as well
worse.
be a black animal.
Kills black. She
It was
really
probably a
does. She
white-
really. She
Rhino
hates,
lives matter, damn it.
yeah. Now you say Rhino Lives Matter. I'm imagining a halfway establishment Republican being used as a dildo.
Oh god.
I would have loved if they were chanting Rhino lives matter to Bill Clinton. That would have been so much better. Rhino lives matter.
you're feminist.
God, that was
Doesn't
good
mean
though.
that-
I want to pause this for a second just to reflect. Bill Clinton, what he said. I know he had to apologize for it later because he's a pussy, but what he said initially was so good, and I want to savor that just for a minute.
Sure.
He come out and apologize.
Yeah.
Kind of a
Oh.
half-assed apology.
Yeah, of course. It's Bill Clinton. He didn't apologize for cheating on his wife in the Oval Office. He ain't apologizing for this.
No.
Angry. I'm not angry. I just
You
think
don't-
that
you don't
I'm
look angry.
equal to anybody with a dick. Any kind of woman can be a feminist.
You are equal.
Well, you're not. I mean, you have equal rights, but you're not equal. Nobody is. That's not a thing. We're not equal. We're all different. That's you just got to deal with that. I'm sorry.
She's got a crazy eye.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
ultimate sign. Do not date. Right here. Snap.
Crazy
like
eyes.
other actually Steven Crowder brought this up like a week ago. Some swimmers will use the excuse, well, Michael Phelps eats McDonald's and smokes weed. Michael Phelps is physically perfect. You are not.
Yeah, he burns off so many calories a day. You can't.
It has
see
it has
this
a
diet.
lot to do with the mesomorph, endomorph, ectomorph thing.
Morph.
Morph.
Olympics this year, right?
Yeah, that should be fun.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, all mesomorphs.
Bring home the gold, Phelps.
Be a stay-at-home mom and be a feminist. You could be a CEO and be a feminist. You could be a dog walker and be a feminist. You could be a dermatologist and be a feminist. You could be like, as long as you're a human, you could be a feminist.
Wow. Did they think that that's endearing?
Is this a point?
Also, let's look at the Freudian slip here. Any kind of woman can be a feminist, and then as long as you're human, you can be a feminist. Men are not human. And also, I just feel like at some point, you just have to remember that everything is rape.
It's funny that because a lot of feminists don't celebrate the accomplishments of housewives.
Yeah, they don't.
So
In fact,
this
they
is strange.
demonize them greatly.
Yeah, and neither one of her nor the dog walker are helping that wage gap issue.
I'm a dog walker. I'm really
Right.
pulling in the bucks.
Although I'm pretty sure bears are feminists. Only because, like,
That's just a joke. I
Bears
don't
are
understand. I don't understand how it's a joke, but I guess it was a joke.
I like because I got this video from Bearing.
Oh Jesus, that explains it.
Yeah.
I bet that's why he got sent it.
Yep. Because she mentioned bears. Bears. He's actually the only bear I know personally, and he is not a feminist. So that statement doesn't carry much water.
He's the opposite, whatever that is.
they never cover up their nipples. And, like, what must bears think when they see us on the beach wearing bikini tops? They must be like, why are your nipples under that? There are so many countries where women are just completely enslaved or persecuted solely because they're women. And it's not fair.
What does that have to
it's
do
just
with
not
you?
fair.
But what does that have to do with you? As a Western woman, what does that have to do
I don't even know
with
where
you?
she's going.
She's just
I don't
no.
see
This
how-
is where what they do is they reach out and they snatch, like, okay, women are oppressed in these countries. So since women are oppressed in these countries, women are oppressed, including me. And I don't understand how they do it. I
Yes,
don't know.
ma'am.
What good?
Yeah.
What good does it do for a Western woman to then say publicly, "I identify as a feminist"? It doesn't
Yes.
actually help those women.
Yeah, ma'am, would you say that you have a lot of insecurities that have given you the mindset of a warrior of sorts who is socially looking for something, justice perhaps? There's a word for that, I believe. I can't remember what it is.
Only if the justice is social.
I think as a woman
Hey, if
who-
she's going to be making bad jokes, I can
Fair enough.
make them too.
Yeah,
I already have a show where that's all that happens.
that's true. We were talking about semen within the first 30 seconds.
So classy.
has a lot of rights, it's important to say out loud that we all deserve to have these rights. Because would you want to be the only person who has a good
Except
thing
for
for it?
me.
You know what I mean? Like, don't you want everybody to have the good thing? It's like if you get a delicious piece of cake and your friend
How do these fucking people talk? She votes.
Ma'am,
she
I would
drives.
share my cake with a raccoon before
She
I would
drives.
share it with you.
She fucking drives. I guarantee it. This woman has a driver's license. She gets behind the
Oh,
wheel
God.
and endangers other people like every day. Every goddamn day.
You're upset that she
She starts
drives?
off
I'm
a
upset
sentence.
that she votes.
You're presuming
That
she
is
can
good.
remember to vote. She doesn't remember to vote. She forgets. It passes by and she says she voted for someone.
That's true. She probably thinks of bears.
Yeah, she forgets. She drives every day though.
She waddles through a sentence. She starts speaking, and I don't think she knows even what the next word will be, let alone how the sentence will end.
No, that's the problem
So
with
it's
all these.
gonna-
That's why they need to jump cut so much. If you can actually finish a goddamn sentence, you don't have to jump
The
cut every 10
syllables
seconds.
fluctuate in a way that's not normal English, so it's
Also,
it's hard
you'll
to
always
follow.
notice an increased rate of speech. Like they're trying to talk like the Flash. They're just
All right, that's enough.
and it's always to cover up.
You're done.
It's out of some weird instinct that they think they can cover up their bullshit with the speed of how fast they can talk. Fuck my mouth.
It's like a
A lot
24-hour
of
giz
people do
gush.
that.
Or it's like that new debate style out of Harvard.
Your life ain't worth it, Furman.
Don't you understand? What? How? I didn't understand what you're saying. How is this a debate? What are we doing?
English?
I don't know. People are cheering. I don't.
I guess he won. The debate's victory is decided like a
The
rap battle.
minority? Yes. Okay.
I think it's just decided like a rap battle. It's whoever the audience cheered for loudest. That's who won.
Indeed.
Democratic. Anyway, let's see what else we have. Fuck that bitch. Oh God. Okay. Let's do the Christian man says humanist things. I've been meaning to do that for a while too.
Okay. I thought you were going to do something from Decoded.
Tell us what you think
Oh
about
hell
Allah.
No, I can't do Decoded. They make me want to die.
no. We did Decoded last time.
I know. They make me want to die.
So apparently this is a little older, but it's kind of a confrontation between a Christian and a humanist on some British show. So we're gonna watch a little bit of it, I guess. Let's see what's going on.
What is the big question?
Such a big question.
Tell us what you think
This
about Allah's
delightful
big
fellow
question.
looks
Should
like he's having a
humanists
stroke.
have equal-
Yeah, he's a terrible host. I don't understand how they've kept him on for as long. I watch this all the time. The Big Think or the Big Question or something.
He looks like a
that.
really shitty Stephen Merchant.
Yeah, a short Kmart version.
Yeah.
Equal rights to
Like
religion.
a crappy,
If you'd like to be
skinny
an
Drew
audience
Carey.
at a future show, you can email audience@menton.tv. We're going to be in Salford on the 25th of January, Glasgow on the 1st of February, and Southampton
Yes,
on the 8th.
plug away.
Of the year of 1990.
Well, just before Christmas, the government...
They always, and I'm not even exaggerating, they make sure this audience is almost 50-50, and they have hijabis every time. Doesn't matter what the topic is.
They're
Doesn't
so
matter what,
diverse.
every goddamn time this audience looks like this. It's amazing. I think they hire these
Very
people.
He's in derp face. We have found him in derp. Put a cock in that hole. Put a cock in his mouth. Photoshop that. Someone screen cap this now. Photoshop it. If Reese can command you to do these memes, let me command you to do this one. It is great. It is grand. You will contribute to your society.
You have no power here.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
quietly dropped the idea of allowing humanists to legally conduct weddings, despite its review finding that a majority of people were in favour of the idea. In Scotland, since humanist weddings were made legal, they've proved extremely popular. Now more people are choosing marriage over just living together. Great success. Well, now the British humanists...
Depends on what your point is, but okay.
Ask the MGTOWs.
What is his definition of success?
Well,
We haven't killed each other.
To be fair,
Success.
from a governmental standpoint, they kind of need us to get married for tracking purposes. So they really do want it. They encourage it for many reasons, but at very least, it's for genetic tracking.
Fair enough.
Oh, I just got someone to agree to do the penis screenshot.
Yes.
They got a black Muslim woman right there.
Yeah, they're good. They got a nice...
Yeah.
They even got a ginger.
The endangered gingers.
There's a black girl with some pink lips.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I
Some
love it.
scary
It's better than purple. Let's be fair. I hate when they do the purple lipstick. It's like, oh, that's jarring.
Association is lobbying for humanism to be on the exam syllabus for GCSE, AS and A-levels in religious studies. Should humanists have equal rights to religions? Well, from Discuss Jesus, Tawo, from whom we heard earlier on, we were discussing this just before the program and talking about, for example, humanist weddings. And
This show has supremely bad pacing, by the way. That's one of the dullest programs
Yeah.
they've ever put together.
Yeah, I'm definitely
I didn't notice that.
noticing a Cenk Uygur, of course, vibe.
Yeah, you
No,
can jump
Here,
on.
and also, really quick, the guy who's doing this, his name is JCD Shockwave. You can find him at Bloodstorm 213. He wanted me to shout him out. Sorry.
Plugging.
Yeah, I know
you were
that guy.
saying you thought they were
He's a really nice guy.
demonic.
Nice guy.
I do, yeah. I think I do think they're entirely demonic. See, it all goes back to
Wow.
the origins of humanism.
Anyone
Well, you
have
heard
any
it
thoughts
there,
on
folks.
Entirely demonic.
that? Yes, it's entirely
Humanists.
demonic.
Well, honestly, a demonic wedding would be much more painful, I'd have to imagine. You know? I mean, goat's blood. Well, if you don't mind the taste of goat's blood. I don't know. But I don't... Yeah, okay, yeah, no, this is crazy. We can move on from
This
here.
is one of those poor guys that was raised in a fucking commune somewhere, probably in Africa. And
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. I'm
he's been
thinking
utterly
South Africa,
brainwashed.
raised super Christian.
Yeah, he's been
They eat
utterly
their poo-poo.
brainwashed. One of those. He eat the boo-boo. Yeah, it's not gonna.
I thought that name was somewhere out of Alabama or something. Taiwo Adewuyi.
Yeah, don't even try. There's no way we're getting
Yeah.
the pronunciation of that correct.
So racist.
The Oasis.
We should be able to pronounce a black man's name.
Yeah,
It's racist
I
that
guarantee.
we can't.
I guarantee. I would
Adewuyi.
never fuck up a Scandinavian name, right? Ever. There's no way because they're white people. Scandinavian names
Iwo
aren't hard at all.
Adawuyi.
Jesus.
Humanism is the cancer of Thanksgiving.
Okay.
From Wakanda, what?
Well, that's a sentence we all heard.
Humanism is the cancer of Thanksgiving.
Wow.
All right.
I forgot that.
I know it's British, and I know that it doesn't celebrate American Thanksgiving, but it brings up the image
Yeah.
of
Pilgrims and Indians.
like your family sitting around the table, awkward, and just like, so we have humanism. Oh, I'm so sorry. Gravy that is cancer. I don't know why, but it's such an awkwardly funny image in my mind now.
Everybody's
Look,
sitting around the table
there's
eating
one-
turkey,
there's
and
one
the
young
grandma
lady-
says, "I just want to let everybody know that Grandpa's got humanism." Everybody starts crying.
She's already laughing. Look,
Yeah, I don't
she's
think
already
anyone else
laughing.
takes it seriously.
There's two
Oh, and
people.
the girl
We've
down
got
here
smiles
laughing
all
too.
over.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got smiles and laughter all around. That's hilarious. They're like, yeah, this guy's a fucking nut job.
Look at the black guy. He's just like sneering at him. He's like,
We are, yeah,
That's a girl.
they are doing
Oh,
in their
never mind, I see
heads
him.
what we are doing now.
Yeah, basically, in real time.
It is the devil's PR. It is
Devil's
a first-class
PR.
ticket to the sea of wantonness and debauchery of every form.
Wantonness?
Wantonness.
That's Magie Noirs?
Yeah, it is.
That's Magie Noirs randomly with a comedian.
Look at that other
The
guy's
guy's
eyes.
like, "What the fuck is this guy saying?"
Yeah, and
Why is Magie Noirs here? Why?
Majid Nawaz is probably part of the debate.
I'm sorry.
He's probably part of the debate. More than likely, he's involved in this debate. But beyond that, I love the face that says, "This is nothing weird. This sounds like Uncle Andy." Like, I know crazies. This is nothing new.
I love that too. It's always good when a superhero makes a guest appearance.
The reason, no.
Well, listen, that's a great thing about this program. I'm glad
Because-
and I hope people appreciate that we try and give a range of opinions. And,
Yes, no.
Tell it, you have.
We have an opinion that everyone else is laughing at. We have a completely ridiculous opinion.
He can
we
never
we gave a
control
platform
this.
to that.
He can absolutely never control a debate, ever. This man is like the most spineless twat on TV. He can never control a debate.
I feel like after the propaganda gets too high, he's going to go up and Sparta-style kick the host and say, "I am captain now. I
It's just
am
Sparta.
host now."
That would have been awesome.
Plenty of people who agree with you, are there?
I'm sure.
Yeah, okay, right.
There are a number of
Free speech.
I like to think that.
Freedom of speech. Here, man.
See, the issue with humanism is that it tries to knock God off the throne, and when we look at the Bible,
This presumes a lot of things, including a god and a throne.
Yeah, throne.
Yeah.
They attempt to knock God off the throne. Completely irrational.
Granting
Nothing to see here.
credence.
the Bible talks
What were you
about
saying, unbeliever?
Oh, sorry. I was saying he's granting credence to a god and like it exists. But I'm trying to figure out where they're going with this. What in the hell?
Well, it's gone
we
off
watching?
on left field because initially the question here is, should humanists have the same rights as a religion? And he's saying no, because humanism is Satan. Humanism is demonic. and he's trying to explain
Just
why, but
piss
he can't.
poor reasoning.
He can't get out why. First and foremost, because the audience members are fucking shouting him down, which I mean I can't really blame him, and also because I don't think he has a whole lot of structural backing for it. I think he's just going to spout off some religious nonsense. So
I mean, for real, you could have a legal conversation about this, but this guy just went down the rabbit hole.
Of course.
As soon as you brought up the devil, okay, you're crazy.
It's the devil.
Next.
Lucifer, whose name is the devil. And his attempt was to ascend to the Most High and sit on both sides of the north and basically replace God. And it's the same spirit, it's the same mindset.
Subverts God, right.
Exactly.
In Scotland, it has bolstered the institution of marriage. You probably won't like this, but there have been pagan weddings. I know, of course you won't like it.
I mean, it's just what the
there
Bible
have
says.
been
The
White
Bible
Eagle
doesn't,
Lodge weddings, which is a new age.
Yeah, you're right. This guy.
He can't.
What
he
is
can't do
doing?
anything. He's supposedly the host, but he hosts nothing. He stands up here bewildered for every show, trying to shout the audience members down.
There's two.
I love
people
you,
in the audience.
chocolate Ken Ham.
Yeah, I think it's enough of this shit. Fuck
Fair
that.
enough.
That's just crazy. That is just crazy.
Fairly well.
Fair.
Well, you know, Reese, when you delete these videos, it's really the devil.
Let's
'Cause
look what you got.
Yeah, we need to keep it up. Let's do mediocre dude saves the world. I was meaning to do that one too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
from our favorite.
So am I in a
Tantric
bathroom
Messiah?
right now because it happens to have...
No, this half Asian woman.
She's, I don't know what's up with her new style, but she's insisted on drastically different or no makeup and filming in the bathroom with her hair uncombed. It's just not a choice that I would have picked.
Do you
Her
think?
face looks like a violently put on latex mask.
Do you guys know who she is?
Yeah, she's the Feminist Fridays girl.
Yeah. I did a video on her a long time ago, and ever since I did one commenting on the fact that she was wearing makeup and following the traditional female norms, she changed her video style.
Wow, she must have been listening.
So it's kind of fun.
Or she's a huge fan of you, and she just was like, holy shit, Hagbard Celine is giving me advice.
That's terrifying.
You got through to her.
Hagbard Celine.
So am I in a bathroom right now because it happens to have really great lighting?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing the great
I
light.
don't know if it does.
Is that a nose ring or
Yes.
is that a booger?
It's a
what
nose
am I looking at?
It's a terrible nose ring.
Oh my
You
god.
can pull her around by it.
Oh, that is? I couldn't see it because I was sitting fairly far away. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, now I got her in a good
No.
dirt.
She's got a really contorted face in this video. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's like a it's an admorph. No. It's a weird potato.
The Ad Hom Show.
Yes.
Using an iPhone to make a video? Yeah, I am. In case you're ever wondering what my natural hair looks like, this is pretty much it.
Okay.
Unkempt. So if you follow me on Twitter, then you probably already saw this, but I started thinking a lot about common narratives that you see repeated constantly in television and film, and
They never get to their point. They're never concise. They never
Like
just,
feminism?
They never
You
get
know,
to their point.
The more I think about it, you could have cut out everything we saw up till this point.
Yeah.
I did not need to hear about your hair, your lighting, that you're in the bathroom. Yeah, we can see you're in the bathroom. We have
Yeah,
eyes.
you can tell to her it's some kind of statement of empowerment.
Yeah.
It's her trying not to be ableist, I understand. Some people don't have eyes.
It's like when male feminists think they're being aggressive, like John McIntosh when he looks, he tries to look the audience in the eye. See how alpha I am, you guys?
And he looks like he's
the
crying.
restraints around my balls.
Oh my god.
I
yeah,
will
John
digitally
McIntosh is
stare
so
you
alpha.
down.
novels. So one
Ugh.
narrative that really grinds my gears is the
You know what
trope
grinds my gears?
of a capable woman who's really qualified and an expert in her field being passed up and overlooked for an incompetent, mediocre, usually white man who's way less skilled.
Yeah, you
than
know
her.
what? The opposite is actually true in this country.
When the
The
hell does
opposite
that
is
happen?
definitely true.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
On what planet?
She's talking
does she
about for a
live?
job.
Yeah, on what fucking planet does she live?
She's passed over for a mediocre white man.
Yeah, all the
10
time.
out of 10, this woman doesn't have a job.
And moreover, just the themes and narratives. Like, actually, a lot of it is female empowerment now, and a bunch of bumbling guys.
Well, and
like
technically-
How
Star
do you know? How does she know he's just mediocre though?
Because he's a
I mean,
white
she can
man.
see he's a white man.
That's all. That's
but
all.
she
That's
assumes
it.
he's
That's it.
mediocre.
No, that's
Well,
it.
that-
He's
that
a white
means
man.
he's mediocre.
He's mediocre. It's a given.
And look at
Yeah, okay.
yeah, look at if you want to talk about tropes and what was she talking about? Tropes and reoccurring themes in movies and TV. Yeah, look at a show like Arrow, which in effect is a male power fantasy, and even that is flooded with strong female characters who go out of their way to make the main male character look like a little bitch in comparison.
Yeah, that is a stereotype now. Not the opposite. The new stereotype is that there will be a female character who's just perfect at everything, doesn't make a mistake, and she'll. I don't even know how she can make this argument. It's so patently untrue.
Because she's delusional.
That makes sense.
Listen, guys, feminism, progressivism, all of this shit has literally pushed me away from TV. I don't watch TV.
Yeah, I
hear
don't
ya.
listen. I don't listen to the radio. I mean, none of that. I can't take it. Like
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah.
Like I saw some last week tonight with John Oliver.
Oh, it's
Aw.
painful.
I watched a
man.
couple of his videos because I used to like him back
I
in the
know,
day.
me too.
And I can't do it anymore. It just pisses me off. I'm like, is it me? No, it's not me. It's
Yeah,
everything's becoming so progressive. And if you're
Yeah, I
not
hear you.
progressive, you are shamed. You must be a racist if you don't think this way.
That's how
I
we
hear
all
you.
ended
The
up on
only
YouTube.
the only shows that I think I can watch are because I'm a nerd, The Flash, and because I enjoy comedy, Archer. But honestly, I haven't been able to watch Archer because recently a plot development was that he became a father and he's still an irresponsible douchebag. So like when I'm watching it now, I'm just like, dude, no, this is not okay. You are not 13. You are responsible for a human life. You are 50% responsible for a human life. All right.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
We're all good.
Way less knowledgeable, but for some reason he's the one who takes charge and gets to save the day. And basically you can see this trope pretty much everywhere repeated over and over and over again.
Wait, listen to her wording here. Takes
Examples.
charge and gets to
Yeah.
save the day.
He just gets to save the day. Why don't I ever get to save
no,
the
it's
day?
not a burden or anything. You know, I mean,
It's a
he got
reward.
those. It's really his male privilege that got him those third-degree burns when he was saving that baby from that burning building. That sick son of a bitch. That patriarchal sack of shit.
Right. Men die, like 97% of workplace fatalities are men. You guys know. I
Yeah.
don't know shit about
That
feminists
favors,
and all
and
this
that favors,
statistics.
but that
I don't
favors
get
the
into all
patriarchy.
that.
Yeah, but that favors us because we're men and we get those cool jobs that let us die, and then it's neat.
Right. I used to repair cell phone towers. 300
Yeah.
fucking feet in
Then
the
you
air.
know.
In Florida, a
Yup.
thunderstorm could come out of nowhere.
Yup.
And there were no women in the job.
Yeah, my dad is a
Dozens of people.
my
No
dad,
women.
My dad's a water plant operator, and they have to go up on those fucking water towers. And there's just a ladder on the side of those fuckers, and you just go up into them, and they get hit with fucking lightning all the time. And you will get shocked. He's like, they have rubber places you're supposed to hold on to if you're in a lightning storm. You walk down and you hold on to the rubber grabs. You're like, oh, that's good.
It's a shitty job.
power
But
of-
it's not that they won't hire women. It's
No.
women don't want that fucking
No,
job.
they don't. Men don't want that job, but the job pays, and men are expected to support families. That's just how it works.
It used to be the most deadly job in America. I don't know if it is anymore, but
Which one? Cell phone towers?
cell phone
I'm
tower
sure it
repair,
is,
yeah.
dude. I'm sure it is. That's one that, I mean, that strong breezes can kill you.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything from Guardians of the Galaxy to Ant-Man to
Okay.
Harry Potter to
All right.
even fucking
Wait,
Fu
is she
Panda.
saying that strong female characters don't exist in
no,
Guardians
no,
of the
she's
Galaxy?
saying that
No,
she's
she's
saying he's a
saying
bumbling
that,
superhero.
She's saying that Star-Lord is a mediocre guy, just kind of your everyday guy, and Zoe Saldana's character doesn't really save the day, he does.
Well, we wouldn't want relatable characters in movies.
That's what completely debunks this. And she also listed Harry Potter to imply that Hermione is more qualified than Harry, I guess in some areas, but how do you define like a more qualified character? Each character has strengths and weaknesses.
Sound like we're talking about a video game.
I know, it's insane. The fact of the matter is that even that trope actually speaks more to the psychology that's necessary for marketing. Men view themselves as being just normal people. And we liked the idea that just as a normal person, we could someday have this pushed on us and we could do something to save the world or make a grand change. That's our psychology. Whereas the female psychology...
it's been shown that... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the female psychology of it is you get characters like the hacker chick in fucking Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, or you get the girl from this new Star Wars flick, where they're immediately perfect. Because that's how women see themselves and want to be.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no. That's just how you market things. That's how things are marketed. That's something I've looked into, and it's just
it has a lot to do with how we change and develop as people. With men, we change and develop positively, usually from direct challenges, and with women, it's usually from multitasking. So, we're different in general. It's not a good or bad thing. People just relate to different issues and relate.
Evolutionary reasons in there. I mean, I imagine.
Well, this is only 4 minutes long. Fuck. How are we only a minute in?
Literally, this bumbling, incompetent loser panda who just shows up one day and he gets.
So now she's angry at Kung Fu Panda.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm out.
That is the most misogynistic film.
I'm out.
Young lady, they are celebrating your culture.
She insulted. I can't. Anyone who just brings Kung Fu Panda up as a serious point, I'm out. I can't do that. I just cannot functionally get through that. I can't.
Let's do.
Well, what if you brought it up in an animation class?
That's not an ideological argument.
Let's do Tomi Lahren.
Tomi Lahren.
Oh, we're doing Tommy Sotomayor?
No.
Tomi Lahren, the blonde-haired bombshell, who's a Republican.
The piss lady.
Yeah.
She's
The
a Christian.
piss lady.
No,
that's Lawrence Southern.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes.
No, wait, no, sorry, I remember her Bratz Barbie girl.
Oh
lady.
yeah, she's so. This woman is so dumb. It's clear she was hired just to sit there, look pretty, and read a script.
Yeah.
And she looks like a bobblehead.
I liked her calling out Beyonce at the Super Bowl.
Sure.
Yeah,
I actually agreed with. We didn't play that because I actually agreed with a lot of what she said.
Yeah, their scriptwriters aren't always shit. Their scriptwriters aren't always shit.
In this video, she's this is the video that got misplaced, and she's drooling over Marco Rubio.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Welcome back for.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was actually her debut on this show. Was her obsession with Marco Rubio D?
She talks about him all the time. It might as well be every episode.
That's terrifying.
Over my Twitter feed, Tommy, are you still supporting Marco Rubio? But he's losing. Your answer? Hell yes, I'm still supporting Marco Rubio, and here's why. Take a look at this map. I want to show you something called the blue wall. Stubborn conservatives ignore it like Queen Hillary avoids calls from Benghazi.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
The blue wall.
The blue wall.
Yeah.
I see a red wall running right up the middle of the country.
There's a little bit of projection here because there are some red marked states and there are some blue marked states, but somehow the blue is the blue wall.
Oh.
So what is this mystical blue wall? Well, we should know we created it. The electoral map favors the Democrats. A candidate needs 270 electoral votes to make the presidency.
That explains all the Republican gerrymandering, surely. What? Ugh.
Here's the bad news. Seats that have voted blue in every election since '92 account for 242 votes by themselves. So while the Republicans are
she doesn't know what camera to focus on, so she's just settling.
She always
with one.
stares. She stares into one camera the whole time, and the cameramen just randomly zoom around her like madmen. I don't understand.
I mean, if the camera went up underneath the desk she's sitting at,
I could see that.
I feel like the spinning camera angle will eventually hear the words "Tomi Lahren Digivolve 2." Like it doesn't. No.
Into a natural giraffe.
Into a natural blonde.
I I mean, it's like she doesn't understand that literally what she's saying is the population centers vote predominantly liberal.
I would love it
all
if she
means.
digi-evolved into Milo.
You think the carpet matches the drapes?
No, absolutely not. Nope.
Yeah, it's definitely brown. Look at her
Yeah,
eyebrow.
look at those
I
eyebrows,
think
dude.
the carpet is albino.
But I think she's shaved.
Yeah, well,
I
of course. You're not going to be able to tell
I
ever.
think it
so
looks
you're
like Betty White's hair down there.
Glenn Beck doesn't like the carpet.
Diamond every last swing state we can muster. The Dems need to only hold those states and add Florida or Ohio and Virginia or 2 smaller states like Iowa or Nevada. Then guess what happens? They win the White House again. The blue
It's
wall
like,
doesn't guarantee.
in her mind, it's some kind of conspiracy. Like, oh, this was set up. No, like, this is just the democratic process, you bimbo. People can vote how they choose. And the trends in America is that America has become more liberal over the years. Get used to it.
Well, and especially
We might-
the population centers, and the more populous you are, the more vote you get. That's just how that works.
I mean, if it makes Tomi feel any better, we're like one extremist Democratic president away from having a right-wing revolution in this country where
Yeah, we were
most of
talking
the
about that.
population goes right-wing. But for now, we are fairly liberal, and in between the rise of the right-wing extremists that inevitably will come in the future and the downfall of the left-wing extremists we suffer from currently, we will have a little bit of a glory period where we're mellowed out, chill, and peaceful until the new bullshit comes.
The far, far left worries me more than the far... Nah, I mean, I don't know. They're both fucked up, but...
Yeah, it really depends on which one you're dealing with at the time. You always think that one's the worst one.
Sure.
Yeah.
The
It's
Dems
my
will
feeling,
always
too.
win, but it sure gives them more ways of doing it while we're over here trying to pinch votes out of every swing state we can. So how does this relate to my Marco Rubio pick? He is the only GOP
Well,
candidate.
I find him absolutely dreamy. He has
Aw.
abs. He has perfect teeth.
Wait, she still thought he had a chance to take Florida, didn't she?
Oh,
That's so cute.
No.
Well, that was a Trump state. I could have told you that. I could have told you that from across
Yeah.
the fucking country. That's a Trump state.
Trump takes...
Yeah.
takes
There's Trump signs everywhere
Yup,
here.
I'm telling you. I'm not even there. I haven't been home in 2 years. I guarantee there are Trump signs.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a Rubio place. They're not interested. Rubio comes off as a young idiot. They want nothing to do with him.
that can turn blue.
I travel
The
around the
Trump
state.
and Reich shall
Oh,
come.
yeah?
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
you do.
talk to a lot of people, and yeah, definitely Trump.
Yeah, that's the general milieu.
Trump way.
States purple or red.
Trumpianopolis 2016.
You're right. He's done great in the primaries. I'll give you that. Trump
I love their music just drops in and out for no apparent reason.
Oh, it's every...
All
every
the
crack
technical,
video
all
does
the
that.
technical details in these videos are amazing. All of them. They're just so over the top and ridiculous.
I just thought this was her special Marco Rubio music. Like whenever she talks about it, she has to put on techno stripper music.
No, it helps me visualize the porn that I could make with her if I.
Yeah,
I got the music
I think
playing.
that's the subtle point I think that they make the whole time. I think they're implying she's a porn star. They're trying to get the camera zooms and.
Definitely has a
She
career.
should wear a bikini with Glenn Beck's face on the tits.
Oh, God.
Awful.
Scary.
is still feeding off the
And then
Angel
on
Moon, and
the
Ted Cruz has more
crotch, it
delegates than
says
Rubio
Blaze.
by quite a bit. But here's the kicker. The stubborn conservatives love to forget the primaries are not the general. The general is a whole different animal. It's like your Little League team winning the Little League World Series and trying to take on the big boys in Omaha. Stubborn conservatives make the mistake of living too deep within their own minds. The nation should be conservative. The nation should vote based on the Constitution and Christianity and traditional marriage and
Christianity. Yeah, that's where she loses me,
She's
man.
gone off.
What a
I'm telling
nut.
you, man. That's the
really
inevitable
is
end
crazy.
result. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I don't know if she's crazy. If she has script writers, it's irrelevant. Because if I were given this script, I wouldn't read it. So it's not. There's no way I'd read that script.
I mean,
out
in
loud.
that case, it's even worse than she's just a shill for money. And the Blaze's money, they're going bankrupt. That can't be worth much.
Good. That'll be fun to watch.
balanced budget.
Yeah, fuck them.
Key word there. Should. If Americans did what they should, we wouldn't have King Obama soiling the carpet in the Oval Office for 8 years.
Look, you can't just king
King
everyone.
Obama!
Every left-wing candidate is a king. Every right-wing person is the savior. Don't you understand? That's how this works.
That is how this works. even though a lot of people want Trump to be king. Or to,
Guys, I'm probably voting for Trump, but I mean, I don't consider myself a conservative. I can't stand the
to be fair, he's
whole
not
conspiracy. Yeah, I don't think he is.
non-believer. You're just you're actually the majority of the people who will be voting for him. If you really interview people like privately, I do encourage you, if you know any liberal people, to talk with them privately. No cameras, no recording. Just ask them, look, who are you voting for? Because according to a lot of political analysts, most of the people who are going to be voting for Trump are liberals who are sick of the left to the point where they are slowly becoming right-wingers.
Yeah.
Then they feel like they can't publicly say that they're voting for Trump.
Right. Yeah, that's I mean, I'm still in that boat. I mean, I don't push it. I don't tweet all the time, Trump, you know. But man, I can't bring myself to vote for Hillary.
You're voting for the same reason that a lot of people are, where they're saying they'd prefer to give it the middle finger, because he's the middle finger candidate. He's the fuck you to the entire establishment, left, right, doesn't matter. He's not coming.
I disagree with so much he says too. I mean, he says some ridiculous shit.
Yeah.
It's true. I'll be honest with you. I go to the point where I want to vote for him, and in my mind, I just go back to they're rapists, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll abstain this season.
I mean, that is the advantage. Trump has a really good chance of winning this.
Because of the rapists?
No, just because so many people are excited, and if Hillary does get the nomination, she doesn't excite people like Trump does. We might be seeing President Trump.
Well, and people are like all shocked. Some of the states like Nevada and stuff usually went like Trump. And I'm like, have you driven through the southwestern portion of this country? There are road signs. There are big billboards along the side that are for people that are wanted for violent crimes that haven't been found. They're all Mexican. So you just drive around all day and big billboards have Mexican people's faces saying rapist, robber, burglary, yada, yada, yada. So, I mean, they are having a problem down there to the point where people take ad space out on fucking billboards, dude.
Actually, you know the weird thing, and you probably wouldn't expect this from Texas, but in San Antonio, if you're voting for Trump, most Mexican restaurants ban you.
Really? That would
like, if you go in with a hat saying "Make America Great Again," they will kick you out.
That's hilarious.
They could do that because it's,
I mean, that's totally fair.
Service.
Yeah, and honestly, that his initial comments on immigration, though, I gotta say, they're what make me keep going away from him. I mean, I'm a Texan. Most of our population is part Mexican, so I don't know.
Yeah,
you know, most like
it's been pretty hashed to death. We can finish this.
Marco Rubio is the only candidate that can take back the White House. But don't take my word for it. Ask one of the 3 M's: millennials, minorities, moderates. Ask them if they would vote for Ted Cruz, then ask them if they vote for Marco Rubio. I've done it. I've been.
Isn't it funny that he's like almost out of the race at this point?
He left. What's funny?
Dropped out.
Oh, did he?
I hate this idea. Yeah, I hate this idea that Marco Rubio is painted as a moderate. No, he is a crazy Christian fundamentalist, just like Ted Cruz. I don't know why people think that he's center. Like, no, this is the guy who wants to overturn Roe versus Wade. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
this guy.
Crazy.
This is your best moderate.
Yeah, and he's also a race baiter, so.
Well, of course, there is that.
I mean, you've seen his spat with Cruz over. Well, he doesn't even speak Spanish, and then Cruz, of course, trumped him. Pardon the pun. But you know, by not cursing him out, but by arguing with him politely in Spanish.
Doing it consistently for the last 2 years.
I'm not
actually pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Cali liberals, I ask gays, I ask Hispanics, I ask Uber drivers and dry cleaners and the folks next to me.
Tomi,
on
what
airplanes.
gay do you know besides
But I also
Milo?
like to listen. Rubio.
I love that she just listed a bunch of service operators and didn't realize how fucking shitty that made her sound.
Yeah.
I asked my cleaner. I asked my
Uber driver.
Yeah, I asked my Uber driver.
Very stereotypical.
God, he's like that. The brother of the guy who died of a crack overdose or crack cocaine overdose in Toronto, running for mayor, and he says like, "Well, look, when I talk about Jews, I ask my Jewish lawyer, my Jewish banker, my Jewish accountant."
Yo,
it's getting a little Jewy in here.
In fact, my wife is Jewish. Ipso facto, his wife was not Jewish.
Close enough. Jewish.
I forgot the ish.
Ah.
They're not true Jews.
Not true Jews.
Aren't Jews like?
Sean King is blackish.
Aren't they less than 1% of the population?
Wednesday nights on ABC.
They get brought up so much you would think they're more.
Again,
But, yeah.
approximately 10 to 12 million. Yes, that's in total.
Or Romney. He's not rich, he's not old, he's not baking powder white, he doesn't sound like a Baptist preacher.
Bacon powder? What?
Hashtag baking powder white.
What's that?
Oh my god.
Buy
What if he was bacon powder white?
NightmareFuelPodcast.com.
I don't know. I think that's also a little condescending. Like, these people on the left, they never vote for a white person. Meanwhile, the two candidates are white. But, whatever.
Now, this is conservatism slipping in some progressivism in some political correctness. And she's talking about a candidate. She's saying he's not baking powder white. Like, conservatives back in the day never would have said some shit like that.
Yeah, they're trying. It's almost like they're trying to be hip. Like, we can appeal to people. Exactly. We have people who aren't
younger
white.
People, yeah.
Yeah, we can move on. I'm sick of her. She is gross.
That's true.
Too gross.
You know what she looks like? She looks like how H.P. Lovecraft described the population of Innsmouth. Her face. The long forehead and the squinted eyes down to the mouth.
We'll go to the other side. Let's do the Imani Suzanne video. That's right next to hers. Yeah, this is the girl who was involved in the hashtags flying while black.
Okay, that came in loud.
Hagbard did a stream on that.
Oh yeah, I did.
Driving while black, flying while black.
Yeah, this girl, and she's dropping some real slam poetry, y'all.
Oh God, no, not slam poetry.
Brace.
It's gonna be amazing.
Okay, fuck that. That's way too loud.
Oh,
Wow.
No. Oh God, that hurts. That image hurts.
I feel a dog.
Endless intro.
Oh.
Here we go.
I feel violation in my lower intestine.
It's angry. It's black. It's woman. It's loud and it's angry and it's black and it's woman because y'all love.
You missed fat and
That's why you won't
cellulose.
get laid.
You missed fat and cellulose.
Could you imagine?
Dude, yeah, she'd break you.
I don't want to.
Let's be honest.
You stop right there. You stop right there.
I love it when women like this, like you'll make a joke and she's like, "That's right, I'm too much woman for you." You're like, "Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're way too much woman. Way too much. I prefer at least 100 pounds less woman. I prefer at least 100 pounds less woman. That's all I'm asking for."
Hagbard is less shallow than me.
No,
I've been with girls that big. I mean, and I'm not going to deny it.
Yeah.
Fair
Well,
enough.
I can understand how the cushion would make lovemaking. Anyway, sorry.
Out and angry and
God,
black and woman.
I was just imagining non-believer naked and like
Climbing up on this.
up from her.
Climbing up on this.
Just on stage when she had her arms out in that still frame.
There's another Photoshop challenge. Ross.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's
Ross,
almost a preset.
Ask me why I'm mad.
Uh-oh.
Why you mad, sister?
Because I'm paying attention.
Because you're oppressed.
Oh,
Diary
God.
of
Did
a
you notice?
middle-class
Have you?
mad black woman.
Yeah. Have you noticed that the audience is like predominantly white?
Yeah. Yeah, there was that. Wow, this is a good face. That is one face.
Oh God, it hurts to look at.
It
really
looks like
does.
she is in pain giving this
It's
poem.
like she was given too much head for her facial features.
You know what it really is, this face? It looks like she's taking a violent shit on stage, but you still feel like she's in the slam poetry room, so you feel like it's part of an obscure art piece.
Yeah, she's doing slam poetry then. She's taking a violent shit publicly. That's slam poetry.
This country think they slick. Admit my president is black, but not my Jesus. Prefer I get...
My president is black, but not my Jesus. My president is black, but not my Jesus.
That line's gonna stick with you forever, sir.
It will. It will.
What's the reaction going to be? I mean, Logic Tree's losing. He had the laughing gas.
We broke him.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It's
Joker
so
got a hold of
beautiful.
him.
It's so beautiful, though. My president is black, but
Well,
not
yeah,
my
Jesus is Palestinian. I don't understand.
Jesus was a rock thrower.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus didn't do nothing.
I actually wish that Jesus
Didn't do nothing.
Can you imagine a Lalo-looking guy on the cross?
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Sterilized and get birth control. Swear it was Janae Rice's fault. Ask if Rihanna hit him first. Called Lavondre Wallace Annie instead, as a reminder that beasts of the southern wilds don't get to name themselves. Discuss the hair on Gabby Douglas's head before the gold draped around her neck, and how it looks nothing like rope or chain, but still represents America.
Is anyone following this?
No,
Oh my God.
It's like rope.
No, I don't.
It's just breakneck bullshit.
Yeah. Is anyone actually following this, or is this just literally her just word salading in public?
Tamir Rice and the Gabby Gifford, and that's pretty much all I got. Anyone else? Anyone else want to take a crack at it?
Well, no, I was just going to rebut one of her points. Her hair does indeed look like rope.
It does.
That's oppressive, dog.
She looks like Rosie O'Donnell mixed with Whoopi Goldberg, but hit with an ugly stick repeatedly.
Oh, God.
I was gonna say the Predator. But...
Yeah, she's culturally appropriating the Predator's dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Very insensitive.
You still asking to touch my hair. Now the revolution will not be televised because you must have a perm.
To be fair, I'm more likely to touch Tomi Lahren's hair because it looks like angel food pasta.
Yeah, her,
Like thin
I would not
spaghetti.
want to. I don't want to touch her hair.
And I'm a racial stereotype of an Italian man, so I need to slurp it.
Wow.
Sorry.
My wife has blonde hair, or she had blonde hair as a kid, and she lived in Japan for 11 years in Okinawa. Every time she would go in public as a kid, the Japanese people would touch her hair all over. And do you think it felt racist to her at all?
Japan loves
Not
white
at all.
people. I mean, they absolutely love us. They love white people. They love black people. They fucking adore us.
Have you
And it's
seen
beautiful.
Sailor Moon?
Yeah, but I guarantee you it never crossed her mind that, oh my God, this is so racist. They're touching my hair because
It's oppressive. They're turning my hair into ropes.
so
chains.
ridiculous. The
There
arguments
are literally
that are coming out.
Japanese women who send out sort of like international Craigslist advertisements that want to have half white and half black children because that means that their kid will be the special one in class.
The special one. The
Calling
one.
their curls natural. Wearing braids and gelling baby hairs like that's new. Demanding access to this experience when they will never know the crack of the nap conquering the comb. The raw of skin scrubbed red but not quite white. I imagine Vogue magazine trace the lineage of my big booty back to
Oh
the
my
Kardashians.
God.
I feel like she's slowly morphing into the Greek creature called the Minotaur.
Release her in the maze.
That's the half horse, half. What is the Minotaur?
It's
the
half
goat?
bull.
It's a man bull, yeah.
Oh, the
Man
bull.
bull.
Right.
Oh, this is what in the world even going on at this point?
She's just shouting about bullshit. That's all she's
I
been doing this whole time. I mean, she's.
I wonder
she's
if
like,
I could get up there and just start yelling words, and it would get the same response.
Yeah,
You know, actually,
she's mad because white people braided their hair. That's legitimately what she's complaining about right now. Some white people braided
Yeah,
their hair.
the character Shirley in the show Community makes fun of this in a scene in the show where she says, "I do not know what I am saying, but I will raise my tone passionately so you think that I do."
Yeah.
It's so true. It is so beyond true.
Somewhere in America, Miley Cyrus is still twerking, while Iggy Azalea sits together in a straw.
He's So your
Yes,
desire
right.
is still twerking. Did I get that right?
No, Miley Cyrus. That's the big social issue of the day. Miley Cyrus twerking. That really concerns me.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Black Lives Matter, dog.
It concerns me. It concerns me because I don't want Billy Ray to commit suicide.
Twerking is black culture, remember.
Right. That's exactly why they get so upset when people cheer on Miley for twerking, because she popularized it. And they're like, well, when this white girl does it, it's cool, but when we do it, it's ghetto.
You know, honestly, to me, it's really sad that that's something that a lot of black people are proud of. Like, yes, this is the shining gem of our community. A twerking.
Yes.
Shaking that ass.
A
If you want to see
shameful dance form.
you know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see her twerking.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
To be fair, she can make that booty pop.
I bet it pops several times per wiggle.
Make it clap.
Maybe the joints pop out of place.
I believe she would collapse trying to do a Sarabunda.
Yeah, they don't clap, they snap here. They don't want to trigger anyone.
You know, if
For
you
those
see
listening,
see a black girl,
Sarabunda. Sorry.
if you see a black girl like her in public and she has a white boyfriend, he's always some super skinny, nerdy looking dude.
Yep.
Yeah,
Every
well, that's
time.
genetics. I mean, the ectomorphs want to fuck the endomorphs. That's
Yeah. And the black guys like them big old fat white girls. It's fucking.
big black biddies.
Everyone wants
Love
to
it.
make a perfect 10.
You gotta add them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm a 6, you're 4. Yeah, that's good enough.
She's on vacation. See, everyone wants to be me, but they won't let me be me. They'll tell me to lower my.
Nobody wants to be you. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. No one wants to be you.
They all
You
wanna be-
strange creature.
I'm so special.
You know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of the character from Pulp Fiction that Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta are talking about. What's that motherfucker gonna do? He's half Samoan. It ain't his fault he's so fat.
I'm half Jabba the Hutt and half the Predator. Everyone want to be me.
Job of the president.
I love that laugh.
It is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Logic Tree, did you take your meds today?
No, of course not.
I never
Straighten
do.
my hair, no braids, no locks, no twists, no afros, no
You guys
stars in
don't see a
the
snot on her face.
Yeah, no,
I
she's
swear, I
dripping. No,
promise,
you're
it's
right.
like dried snot coming from
No,
her
I see
nose
it. I see it.
to
I
her
do.
lip.
It's right under a shadow of her nose.
It looks
Yeah.
like she's smelling something bad. Her face is.
I will say, to compliment one thing in this video, the lighting in this room is phenomenal.
It is.
Actually, look back at the people behind her. Look how concerned they are. Or some of them are just staring off, bored, just like, oh my god. End
Yeah,
this,
no,
please.
look at this one down here.
Yes.
Like,
No, look at the person next to them. The
what
the
the
woman.
hell
Yeah.
is going on here?
I can't see. I have. Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, the woman second to the far left looks like she's really intrigued. Like, yes, a unique piece of art and culture.
What am I looking-
The elusive black cow. I never thought
Can
of
you guys
this.
read that sign? What does that sign say?
Oh,
I
I
can't
can't
read
read that. It's in too low a resolution.
Look like crowns, let's hood rap, let's regal, let's Nicki Minaj more, Aunt Jemima. Told to keep the smile full of syrup.
She says, kind of looking like a fat ant.
Wow.
Oh, look at that pause.
Oh, there's a screen.
Aunt Jemima could beat you.
I
in
think she
video
just smelled
contest
her
any
own
day of the
fart.
week.
Yeah.
I think she's smelling her own bullshit at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just about to say, Aunt Jemima could beat her in a beauty contest any day of the week, dear.
Seriously.
Oh my god.
Belly haughty and singing, this head bowed, these hands busy, told to fill these lips with every yism and no sub this side of the civil war. I'm mad because racism, sexism, patriarchy, misogyny, and colorism have
Well, there we go. All the SJW bullshit in 5
Racism,
seconds.
sexism, misogyny.
Colorism.
Colorism. I love that one.
I
Colorism.
haven't even heard of that. What the-
You've never heard of that, Reese?
I love it. I hope they say that colors are evil in
No,
some form.
color-
Colors are bigoted.
No, colorism is a behavior that is traditionally found within communities of people of color wherein light people are favored over dark people.
Ah.
Yeah.
The gods.
So it's like phrenology. It makes no goddamn sense.
Basically, it's sometimes people favor lighter shades of black people and lighter shades of Southeast Asian as opposed to, and that's within their own cultures. That's just how it operates. For some reason, it's the same
Well,
in
honestly,
India.
I'm in the atheist ranger camp. I would say I favor people of far blacker skin tones.
Racism.
Well, there you go.
The same damn time, because they won't even cast dark-skinned women to play dark-skinned women in movies about dark-skinned women. Because every time my brother walks out that door, the words "be safe" kneel at my lips and pray to a God I'll only believe in if he brings my brother home alive. Why still? Because you know about Oscar, Trayvon, Eric, and Michael, but you don't know about either Eleanor, Ayana, and Tarika. Because
Jesus Christ.
Y'all motherfuckers need trap Jesus.
Yeah.
I think we can be done.
Yeah, I don't
Hollywood can cast whoever the fuck they want to cast. You know, if they got a problem, they go make their own movie.
Yeah, Spike Lee.
You want an Obama devil?
Yeah.
Go to the History Channel.
Chirac. Y'all seen that fucking?
Oh God, that's one of the best
You know,
movies.
the sad thing is that I've been able to see Nick Cannon actually give political commentary. He's not an idiot.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it. So.
It's fucking Mariah Carey.
Let's do Should We Stop Islam? It's another one of these guys against.
Oh, is this the woman who claimed that the hashtag Stop Islam was worse than the Brussels attack?
No, she didn't make a video.
No, it's this creature.
Yeah, we missed this guy last time. We've done one of these guys who was anti hashtag Stop Islam.
It's like Igor mated with Justin Bieber.
There's gonna be some ad hominems coming out right here. I can just tell.
It's always nice to hear a very clearly gay man defend Islam.
I'm an awful person.
Right, he would be tossed off a roof so quick. Like,
it's true.
Get your faggot ass off this roof.
Oh yeah, to the gaming guy who keeps messaging me, I finally tried Milo Tosser. I finally played Milo Tosser. It is a video game where you toss Milo Yiannopoulos off a roof as ISIS, and it's actually very fun.
Yeah, Riff Raff Games.
Yeah, Riff Raff Games. Shout out.
Nice.
It is almost 1 in the morning.
Okay.
And I'm sitting here on my bed filming this video. You can either call that dedication or insomnia, but either way.
I call you the same thing I call the crazy feminist lady. Lazy and too lazy to use an editor. Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
Too lazy to even get, like, a tripod.
I'm just going to hold my iPhone, and I'm going to make this totally sweet video, and it's going to go viral, and I'm going to show those people who want to stop Islam that they're just mean bigots.
Fabulous!
Meanie bigot heads.
Here we are. I want to talk today about something that's...
And he's Canadian.
Canada.
Dude, yeah, we all got it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
pretty important to me. And if you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, then you've already seen me post about this, so apologies for the repetition here. Following...
But, you know, he has one point he's going to hammer constantly.
Yeah, but he's not going to apologize for that repetition.
Following the Brussels attacks that happened a few days ago, there was a hashtag that went around Twitter that was hashtag Stop Islam, and of course I clicked on it to see what racism would unfold.
What racism would unfold?
Already.
No. The initial terror attacks, those aren't really an issue. The racism, the anti-social justice, the social injustice that's going on here. My God.
He immediately assumes racism when it's calling to stop a religion.
He's not calling out the fucking Islamist who killed the people. He's worried about the anti-Muslim big.
I mean, that was the response from this community. They cared more about this hashtag than the actual attacks. And that's just sickening.
Tell him to take his Christmas lights down.
Oh, yeah, no, they're decorative.
I need some lighting in my video, guys.
And what xenophobia would unfold in front of my eyes. Unfortunately, I saw some of the worst racism, xenophobia, bigotry, discrimination that I've ever seen in my life.
Well, then,
I wonder if he saw
and your
mine.
goddamn soft guitar.
Yeah, well, then you must concede that you haven't experienced a lot of bigotry as a homosexual in the West, then, right? because it's the worst you've ever seen, and it was online bigotry. So
the worst bigotry and oppression I ever saw on Twitter. Yeah.
He's lived a very sheltered life.
No shit.
No, he's seen a lot of hardships, dude. You have no idea.
Yeah,
this guy.
That hat tells you he's seen a lot of hardships.
It's true. His Tommy Bahama khakis are really filled with pain and suffering.
I mean, to be honest, you can compare it to an anti-gay YouTube video comment, so you can imagine what it was like. It angered me, you know, because I really obviously am somebody who stands against judging people based on their religious ideologies, and not even just that,
well,
but...
That's really stupid.
I really
hate that this guy has the same voice and hair color as my dungeon master.
I would actually love for him to have a video where he also gets confronted by like a priest, like a Christian priest, one of those anti-gay Christian priests, because these guys usually lose it on them. And they scream about
no. I would say he would go the opposite route. I would say he would break down, because these people, they have no idea how to deal with actual bigots. The very concept that they're around one will make them run in terror, because they are used to using this boogeyman to get what they want, to the point where they actually believe in the genuine threat of the boogeyman. I have told someone that I'm listening to Louder with Crowder, which is a comedian, and he's right wing.
Right wing, yeah.
And as soon as I say right wing, they get like this nervous twitch, like they're going to die if they stay near me.
You know, it's funny that he referenced. It reminds me of anti-gay YouTube comments. But so in that line of thinking, aren't you more bothered by the anti-gay rhetoric in the Muslim world? Those two things are not even comparable. I contributed a lot of tweets to the Stop Islam hashtag, and it was all like, hashtag Stop Islam because I don't stand bigotry or misogyny or homophobia, because I think we should grow up and not believe in flying donkeys. Shit like that. I'm sure some people said racist stuff, but the people that I primarily saw using this hashtag were in our community. People who were making rational arguments against it.
Yeah.
Making assumptions about a massive group of people because of misguided understandings that we have about a particular religious ideology. You know, and so for me...
yeah, I think you're the misguided one here.
I like the fact that this guy is going to say, you know what, you guys just need some education. You're also misguided. I will walk you through Islam.
You silly misguided.
Is Canada taking in refugees?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they're getting all the terrorists.
They're getting all the terrorists.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, Canada really is getting all the terrorists. The ironic thing is that I actually think where I live, Houston, it's just diverse enough and actually just welcoming enough, along with the extremely harsh vetting processes, that we are just going to get friends from the Middle East, and they are going to get all the terrorists.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Trudeau loves them.
Trudeau does love terrorists. He does handstands for them. While complaining about what year it is.
See outrageous comments like all Muslims are bad. I am personally offended on behalf of some of my closest friends.
I like that that's the outrageous comment.
I've never seen that. I've never heard anybody say all Muslims are bad. I don't know where they get this from.
Yeah, let's quote this guy here really quick. I feel bad on behalf. I feel offended on behalf of the other. Of the other person. And this is actually something that worried me heavily, because this was a big part in 2004 of Barack Obama's big convincing speech where he says, I am my brother's keeper. Well, no, that's really creepy. That's actually a very disturbing authoritarian concept called Big Brother. And what this guy is doing is no different. It's sickening to the core, really, when you hear, I am offended on behalf of, because really what it means is I'm taking something where there may have been just a minimal problem or no problem at all, and I am turning it into my own personal strife so that I can take some kind of action that previously would not be needed.
What's funny to me is that, and by the way, no one says all Muslims are bad, but even if someone's saying that, like, really, that is what triggered you. That was like this super outrageous, racist statement. I could find much worse on the internet. People who are using this hashtag were not saying that. It's just completely ridiculous.
Atheist MILF is tweeting me, I enjoy your diversity. You are both white and black. I don't like how your black is sad and white is happy. Hashtag Russian V privilege.
Awesome.
I don't know who that girl is.
And so this very much hits close to home. It's comparable to somebody going up to one of my best friends and saying, I really hate gay people. They would defend me until the end of time, and I would do the same thing to them. And I think...
But you can choose to be a Muslim, you can't choose to be gay. So you're a moron.
I was born a Muslim, so I'm going to die a Muslim?
Look at it. That's the face he should have been making the whole time. Just absolute shame. Fuck this guy.
These people feel no shame. That's how they exist, is by feeling no shame.
Well, of course. Well, if they felt shame, it would tear them apart. Because they'd look at how horrible they are and just be like, "Oh my God, no!"
It's true. I think I haven't gone crazy yet because I feel shame on a regular basis. I feel shame for everything.
You should be ashamed.
I do. I am.
Shame him.
Slavery.
Shame.
You feel shame?
Boo this man.
Shame. Can you imagine? That's gonna be the new tagline of BLM. Just like
shame.
I heard that.
No. White privilege should become white shame.
White shame.
Yeah.
Drag around your white shame.
It was in a movie where they were like, shame. Oh, fucking no, it was Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where the queen is walking through the streets and she's naked.
Shame, cowbell. Shame, cowbell.
Yeah.
Shame.
I think what's scary is that, when you have an attack like Brussels, which ISIS claimed responsibility for right afterwards, and it was a horrible, horrible attack of terrorism. The problem is that a group like ISIS identifies as Islamic.
Okay, you want to get into identifying and whether you get to claim people's identity?
So you're going to tell them they're not Islamic?
Yeah, I was about to say, really? You're the one who's going to stand up and say you get to choose someone's identity? Is this a conversation you want to start? I mean, that seems uncomfortable.
It's like somebody telling him he's not gay.
Yeah, you're not gay, you're just confused. You're not gay.
Canadian.
You're not gay.
It kind of goes back to what Cenk was saying. Like, these fundamentalists don't actually believe it. It's almost this entitlement. Like, I can dictate your beliefs, and it's so fucking cringe-worthy.
Yeah, it's utterly dishonest as well.
And they say that that's the morals and the values that they follow. And yet, what the reality is that they take a religious ideology and they twist it and they mold it and they bend it into something that's totally unidentifiable.
What an imbecile.
Or you could just read the Quran.
Yeah.
I'm still pissed about the soft guitar. I don't know what that's trying to accomplish.
How does someone like this rationalize when, some people will, like the Young Turks, will dodge it and be like, you know what, these guys are literalists. Kyle Kalinske says that a lot too. These guys are literalists. So basically, if you read it, if you take it at face value, which is the easiest way to read something, then you have a higher chance of being radicalized.
Yeah, I'm just imagining this guy getting beheaded and looking to the camera and just saying, remember guys, this is not true Islam.
Let me give you a Sam Harris example. Okay, if Islam suddenly disappeared, and then some people were put on an island 1,000 years from now, and they don't know anything, and the only thing you left them were the Quran and the Hadiths. We could expect in 100 years or so for them to be running around like ISIS.
Yeah.
Or, living their life like that, because
that's what the
book says. It's even worse. It's been festering for over a millennia at this point. This region has just been pelted for so long with Islam that it's saturated the entire culture. Every part of the culture has been tainted by it.
You can't say it's just political or we created, because there's not Palestinian Christian suicide bombers.
Yeah, no.
They've been oppressed probably more than the Palestinian Muslims.
Well, no, it's like that old saying among suicide bombers, "Hail Mother Mary, full of grace," and then they blow themselves up. I mean, it's been
every fucking time.
Right.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. The Palestinians are the oppressed, clearly.
Yeah.
Not at all representative of the majority of people who are Muslim and who do follow Islam. I think it's important.
All right.
Purity test.
Of course, the inflection in his voice already implying who do follow Islam. So that's ISIS doesn't really follow Islam.
It's this horrible idea that basically the majority of Muslims aren't terrorists, so that doesn't mean they have other horrible things going on. That doesn't, whatever.
Yeah,
so,
it's
just kind of anecdotal evidence. It's
not only that, but he's familiar. He's familiar with Canadian and Westernized Muslims. He has no idea what these people would be like if they actually come over to his country.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's, by the way, very weird, because in Canada, aren't there all these viral videos of Jewish families getting beaten up outside of synagogues?
Yes.
By Muslim migrants?
I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, are you wanting to wrap up the show, Hagbard?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've almost been on for 2 hours, but it's good. I want to give a big thank you to the non-believer and Logic Tree for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for being here, guys.
As always.
No problem, man. It was fun. I enjoyed it, guys. I'd like to do this again sometime.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah, I enjoy hanging out with all three of you. Great people, great people.
That's a lie. I think
a lie. I'm just.
You guys have any? You guys have any final plugs? You guys have any final plugs? Last words?
Oh God, final plugs, last words. Oh God, who should I be a shill for? Who should I be a shill for? Who should I be a shill for?
Follow the Atheist MILF on Twitter.
Okay, yeah, follow Atheist MILF on Twitter. She was very nice. Well, kind of. Yeah, she was nice.
She's cool. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us, and thank you everyone who was watching live. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, and we will catch you all next time.
Black Jesus loves you.
Black Jesus
my
loves
prison
all
is black,
of us.
but my Jesus ain't.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace.
Bye.